Welcome back to the Connect Network TV. So get ready to be inspired as we introduce a remarkable woman who is changing lives and empowering others to embrace their true selves. Wini Griffin, an accomplished author and unstoppable entrepreneur, is on a mission to ignite the flames of authenticity and unlock the limitless potential within every woman like myself. Welcome to the show, Winnie.
Hello, thanks for having me today.
We are so honored and so pleased to have you. And I can't wait to get into your book. The title is fantastic. It's called When You Just Can't Do It Anymore. And it's such an energy shift, Winnie. How did this happen for you, deciding you just can't do it anymore?
Oh my goodness. So I like to tell people I was a professional shapeshifter, not in the sense of, becoming some kind of different animal, but I was becoming a completely different person in order to fit in with people, to gain people's approval, and to feel accepted amongst people who oftentimes were not really my people. And I just didn't realize that. So, I was burnt out, I was stressed, I was depressed, and I was like, what is going on with me? I cannot do this. Like, I don't like this. And, I made a great escape to Mexico. And while I was there, I got to just unplug from everything and really think about life. And I realized the way that I was living my life was keeping me stuck. It was keeping me from being able to really express who I was. It was keeping me from being able to have the relationships, the career, pretty much everything that I wanted in life. This habit and this tendency to people please, to try and be everything for everyone, it just kept me from my best self. And I said, I can't do this anymore. I want to be me. I want to be the best version of Winnie. I want to be able to show up. I want to have great relationships. So that's how we got started with this.
Well, I love that you took an escape. You took an escape, but for a positive, in a positive way, and did some soul searching. Kudos to you, Winnie, for that. Share with us, why is authenticity important in today's society, and how can it positively impact our personal and professional lives?
Yes. Well, I want to share a really interesting statistic with you. I'm not sure if you've read the May 2023 Surgeon General's release about our new epidemic, which is isolation and um, loneliness. And that puzzled me because it was like we are the most connected generation of all time. We are connected globally. We are on social media online. We literally have connections and people at our fingertips. Yet, we are feeling lonely, we're feeling isolated, we're unable to really connect with people on a deeper level. We feel detached, we feel like we don't have those connections with us. So, what I theorize and what I think just by looking at the situation is that we're living on a surface level. Nobody's really having the tough conversations anymore. We're not really talking about our problems the way that we would when we have, those deep connections built. So, when it comes to authenticity and being able to be ourselves, being able to be truthful and honest, it really helps us to nurture deeper connections with people. Authenticity really has the ability to help us create deeper relationships and connections that go beyond the surface.
Thank you so much. I love that, Winnie. Can you share with us also, like, what tools or techniques would you recommend that individuals can use to overcome people pleasing tendencies and reclaim their authentic voices?
Yeah, so the first thing that I have to recommend is explore in those moments when you feel like you're about to, try and convince somebody that you're worthy or, say yes to something that you don't want to say yes to. Pause. Pausing is so important. And then take a breath and ask yourself, what's coming up for me right now? Because a lot of the times, our people pleasing tendencies come from childhood, it comes from past abuse of some sort. And we want to make sure that we are tuning into that present moment. So it's like really explore, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? And is this something that if I act on it right now, am I going to regret it or not? And then the second thing that I would recommend is really observe your social circle. A lot of us, I think we do friends, like I mentioned before, kind of at a very shallow surface level. And we don't really pay attention to whether or not our friends, even if they're good people, if they're good for us. So it's like observe your social circle and think to yourself when you're observing them, are these really the people that I want to surround myself with?
So that's really great. I mean, those are great tips. And Winnie, you have so much greatness to share. It's like we all need that, that little inner voice that we all have. It needs to be a
Yeah.
little Winnie person that every individual can carry around. So much greatness. I mean, you are truly a gem with the shift of energy that many never take. So they can now if
Yeah.
they get your book. So please share with our viewers where they can purchase it and how they can keep up with you and how they can connect with you if they'd love all this greatness in their lives.
Absolutely. So you can find my book on Amazon at When You Just Can't Do It Anymore, and add my name, Wini Griffin, in there because there's a ton of titles that are kind of similar, and you want to make sure you get the right one. You also, if you want a hand signed copy and you're US based, you can connect with me directly on Instagram, and I have a link on my Instagram page that people are able to click, and I will hand sign all the US based orders. My Instagram is at winning with Winnie, and Winnie spelled Wini. So that's a great place to go. And if you're not on Instagram, don't worry. I have a website. It is elevatedcommunityco.com. And on there, you'll be able to learn more about the services I offer. You'll be able to purchase my book directly through there and talk to me too.
Winnie, it's been such a pleasure and such an honor to hear you all the greatness again, all the goodness that you had to share. And so thank you so much for being with us today. It's been a pleasure once again, and we cannot wait to have you back. For now, stay with us, Texas. Amanda Waters joins us after the break. We will wrap up the show with an exclusive interview with Ali French and Erica Stein. They're back with tips and insights on how to keep you healthy this summer.